Hello everyone. Well, it looks like somebody's changed our settings. It's not any of our people. I think it's done in the software, but the timer is no longer available, it doesn't look like. So it's just saying ready to go. I don't care. I'm ready if you guys are. You guys ready? Hey Blackheart, get mermaid cakes on here. She's going to want to see this. Hello, Mark.
Hello, David. How are you today?
I better get my headphones on so I can hear you.
Probably be a good idea.
I can hear you, just not real good. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Does that sound familiar?
Yep.
Well, how's your Christmas been?
It's been good. I spent the morning with the grandkids while they were opening up presents and everything, and they had a big time. They enjoyed everything they got, so it was a good morning.
All I got was a lump of coal. I say all I got
with today's market prices, that's not bad.
I didn't think you even heard me for a minute there. Well, it looks like we got some rain coming in, which is par for the course. It is Christmas Day, and at least everybody is alive, and everybody hopefully has had something good to eat, and everybody is happy. Hi, Mermaid Cakes. Hi, Jessica. Good to see you and Gerald both on. I've expanded a little bit on your part of it. We're going to end this show today on our Christmas special with the kids. I had so many problems with that special. It was a nightmare editing. If it wasn't one thing, it was two. The computer crashed. The software messed up. I couldn't convert it to where the iPhone stuff would. It was just a mess. So I did the best I could. I didn't like the way it ended because there's no audio. So I may sing a Christmas carol at the end where Santa is waving to everyone. So anyway, I just thought I'd tell you guys, get you a heads up so you don't have to be caught. Anyway. Several of you are on here with us. I'm really surprised. I didn't think anybody would be watching this much, but it looks like I've got several viewers, Mark.
Yes, indeed.
We got Chris Meacham and Teresa Tribble and Crystal Eden and Dave, our good friend Dave. Dave, I hope you're having a great one, buddy, up there in West Virginia.
Yes, indeed.
You've been a good friend for a long time, and we appreciate you. Andrea Burkhalter, I better get my glasses on. I'm going to mispronounce some names. I kind of got tired eyes. All I did yesterday was work on that Christmas thing, and finished it up this morning just to have the computer decide that it was going to be out of RAM, and then I couldn't play audio, so I just said, okay, I'm done. I'm done is all I can do. Let's see here. Judy's is on with us, says Merry Christmas, everyone. Bonnie Sykes and Linda McElrath, my good friend Linda. Blackheart 502, Merry Christmas, Snow Buddies. I hope everyone is doing well and had a great holiday. And I hope you don't need sunglasses from looking at all the lights at your place, Gerald.
Yeah. You know what, Gerald? You know what comes next, though?
What?
You got to take all those lights back down.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'll see you, Gerald. I got to go on vacation somewhere. Oh, my goodness. Patricia Williams says, Merry Christmas. Mermaid Cakes. Jessica says, hey, y'all. Merry Christmas. Red Truck Ridge Gaming. Hi, Merry Christmas.
Hey, you said it right.
Yeah, I did. I can't believe I didn't get tongue-tied. Jackie Mathis.
You rolled it right off there.
Hi, Jackie. I hope you're doing well. And Sunny161 says, Merry Christmas. And Linda McCrary said she'll sing with me. Well, if I sing too much, all the dogs in the neighborhood will start howling. And anyway, Chris Meacham says he had a nice breakfast with his dad for Christmas this morning. That's nice. Chris is a good old boy. You know that. He's just a good guy.
Yeah, good fellow. We really enjoy having him in the spotters.
Yep. Hotel Mario says, hi, David and Mark. Merry Christmas. And Blackheart 502 says they come down easier than they go up. I'll bet they do. He probably has them set up so if he just jerks one in, the whole string comes down all across the.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's talk a little bit about weather, Mark. We got some things brewing, and I did want to mention that today. There's my sister, Sheila Meadows. Hi, sis. She says, Merry Christmas, brother. And Merry Christmas to you, Sheila. Uh, I miss you. I hope to see you one of these days soon. Love you to pieces, though, sis. Um, anyway, so the thing of it is, there's something coming, and we know that because it's been consistent in the models showing up. What form that's going to take is still unsure about. But Mark, I'm seeing a pattern that kind of troubles me some, and that is just the general trend for the colder air to come further south. Now, what we know has happened is that a sudden stratospheric warming event did take place in the Arctic about 6 days ago, if I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
And generally, that means that the Arctic air in the polar vortex has been released. It is headed for us. We know that.
Right.
We know that because we can look out into the forecast and we know it's coming. Now, very few people saying much about this because some of the pattern is going to be so extreme. Hell, I don't even want to talk about it just because it's so intense looking to me right now, and it's troubling.
Yes, indeed.
You know, I want to make sure that everybody gets prepared for this. So that's the only reason I'm saying anything about it. But I don't want to scare you either. I want you to know there is a lot of room for error in what we're going to talk about. But
absolutely,
I have seen, and I hate to even say this, but I'm going to tell you guys, I've seen some talk of somebody's going to get a blizzard somewhere. And it's somewhere looks like it's going to be near us, if not, I'm not even going to say it, but I'm just telling you it's going to get nasty. The winter outlook that I said before, posted it way back first part of October, I mean, it's holding still true, exactly what I thought it was. And it's not the first storm that's going to get us. Remember that big one that looked like a hurricane? Well, we're going to look at that in a minute. That hurricane out in the Pacific, you remember that?
Yes, indeed.
That's the biggie. That's the one we've got to worry about. And it looks like by the time it gets there, that track is going to be further to the south in a perfect position for us to get a snowstorm. Now, having said that, is that a sure thing? Absolutely not. So don't go out and say Dave Powell said it's going to come a big storm. It is coming a big storm, but the form it takes is still yet to be determined. It could be rain, it could be storms, it could be snow. We just don't know yet. So we'll watch it, and we'll let you know in plenty of time. But we're looking at about, well, I guess towards the end of this weekend, we'll start seeing the effects of that, of the colder air. But the big storm isn't for at least another week off, the big one.
Yeah. They're actually not forecasting any cold temperatures until out beyond the 7-day point, out beyond Sunday. But then again, they keep adjusting that back and forth and back and forth. You know, you look at anything and you look at the weekend coming, and we're either going to get 60 degrees and a little bit of a drizzle, or 30 degrees and 5 inches of snow, or somewhere in between, or some thunderstorms, or you name it. It just bounces around right now. So.
And we have seen all that. So we're not going to stay on here long today, but I did want to give you, and we're going to show you some of the facts and stuff that we look at. RO says, I think we'd all rather be prepared and it not happen instead of not knowing and get hit. So go ahead and tell us what could happen, please. Well, I appreciate you saying that. It does mean a lot because, you know, people really get crazy when you mention the word snow, and they sure do They go out there and tell them all kinds of things. I said this and I said that, and then you're going to see other pages say, "Oh, a giant, huge snow genesis, snowmageddon is coming." You know.
Yes.
So,
and then others will say it's going to be warmer than normal and dry.
Yeah, don't believe Dave Powell. That's what they all say. but I can only tell you guys what I think is going to happen, and that's what I'm going to try to do. Just because if I were in your shoes, I would want to know at least what is going to happen. Just like RO said in the chat here, he says, rather be prepared and not happen instead of not knowing and get hit. So go ahead. And, I'm going to start preparing. You know, I've got a generator. I want to make sure it's working and in good working order, and not saying that we're going to need it.
For it.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's start by, first of all, we'll look around the area. We got some scattered showers, Mark. This is going to continue for a while tonight, right?
Right. This is it's basically going to continue through the night and into tomorrow morning at least. Then we've got more rain starting to come in Thursday night and Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday. They pretty well have rain in and out of the forecast just about all the way out as far as the local forecast goes.
Okay.
And again, they show temperatures today in the mid 50s and then rising up into around 60 and even the mid 60s by Saturday.
Yeah, and that doesn't bode well. We don't like to see those mid 60s in middle of December, or end of December, ahead of cold air coming. So
Yeah,
what does that
that's
mean?
that's always a bad sign for potential severe weather.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and let me see if I've got everything set up here so I can tell you guys what we're going to look at. Hang on just a second. If you want to talk to them a minute.
Yeah. As we look out toward the end of that, again, we've got showers or a chance of showers. The only time we don't have that in the forecast is Sunday night. Our lows are going to be in the probably mostly in the 40s all the way through that time period, low to middle 40s. But again, and then Tuesday we start to cool back down a little bit with a high only in the 50s after having highs in the 60s over the weekend.
Right.
That does not bode well for the chance. If we're trying to avoid having severe weather, well, that doesn't look well. And again, when we get a warm section like that, we get a lot of moisture in and up over the area, and a lot of moisture fed into these systems with this warm air coming in. As they go by and the cold air comes in, it tends to wrap that moisture around and deliver snow behind it.
Right. Well, I'm just about ready to take them over here to this and I want to make sure I've got everything like we need it. Because you know how I am. That's the kind of guy I am. I want to make sure that we're looking good.
Yep.
And we seem to be headed in the right direction. Okay, hold on. Just checking the other thing first. Oh, yes. Okay.
Does it show up in the ECMWF?
Oh, yes. So,
okay.
It shows, let me see what that date is. Yeah,
Show around
January.
the 7th?
The starting of the 7th into the 9th, it looks horrendous. So, yeah, I'm going to show everybody that here. Just let me get it all.
That's kind of what the GFS is showing, too. So they're starting to come together for that time frame.
Well, the thing of it is, that's a good thing. If I can get this thing to go back and reset. Huh. All right, let's try it this way then. Well, all right, let me just go out of this and back into it then. Uno momento, everyone. I don't mean to keep you waiting, but I've got to do this so you'll understand what's coming and how it's going to get here. Mark, I don't know why this thing's not resetting to get it back to where it needs to be. Let me see if I can change models and make it happen. It just seems like it's locked up. Okay, now I'm going back to it. Okay, this looks a little better. Looks like I might have a way to get it back now.
Sometimes we're like Ismay and Kronk. Pull the lever. Not that lever. The wrong lever.
Well, it's just not wanting to cooperate. I don't know. Let's see if I can change models, see if it makes a difference on it. It won't even let me change the models. Maybe I need to shut it down and bring it back up.
Possibly.
Yeah. It's the COD I'm having trouble with. Oh, but it gave me the her, so I don't need it though.
Right. No, the her doesn't go out far enough for this.
No. Let me get this now. See if I can. Oh, they've added some more stuff on there. That's what it is.
Uh-huh.
Hey, they even show freezing rain now where it didn't used to show that before. All right, so
we don't want any of that.
Oh no. Well, all right. Hopefully it'll play now whenever I go to it. So let me go ahead and take it. Let's go to forecast models first. And I think I just shut it down. Doggone it.
While Dave's still sorting that out, as you can see on the radar there, we got a lot of rain showers coming towards us, towards this area. So we're going to be wet for a while once this finally gets in on us. It's not going to be heavy rain for the most part, but it's just going to be enough to keep everything kind of wet and damp. And I've been hearing a lot, Dave, of people being without power yesterday and today from people running into electrical poles.
Really? All right,
So,
I about got this set up again. Just give me a second.
so that's not good. People hate being without power anytime, and right here at Christmas time, nobody wants to be sitting in the dark. So hopefully they've got other means of having light, especially if they got a house full of family.
Well, that is true. Okay. Well, we'll just try this, see how it does. So here we go. We're going to go over here. Let me get the model up. I think it's the GFS is what we're looking at.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. All right, this is our model, currently model for today. This is the GFS model,
That
549.
just started off for the next model run, which
So it ain't gonna let me do anything, is it?
no, whichever model run that is, it should be
It's
the
18Z. So
the 18Z run.
Let's go back to. This is par for the way my day has gone. Everything I've touched turns to hockey. And I can't get it. What is wrong with my. There we go. We want the 12Z. So that's what we'll do. We'll do the 12Z here. And this was the model 6 hours ago. And we're going to play it through. I think my fingers. All right. Stretch it out here, Dave. Come on here, buddy. This is the weirdest thing. It's like nothing is wanting to connect, Mark. I might need you to come up here. Well, yeah, even this is acting up. What is going on?
Okay, well, hang on. Let's have a look at it here in a second.
All right, everybody. I could sing Christmas carols. I'm not dreaming of. Anyway. Steve Sumner's on. Hey, Steve, good to see you, buddy. Lisa Taylor's on with us. Says Merry Christmas. They are all watching over on the David Powell Weather and Wisdom page. See that? See how it won't come off that.
What in the world did it do?
I don't have any idea. It works okay up there, but it'll let you go to the pages, but it won't let you put it in animation or anything.
Well, that's because this is normally a scroll up, scroll down type of thing.
Yeah. Marion Lois is on with us. Lisa Taylor, Merry Christmas to all of you. Marion Lois says, thank you for all the reports and heads up. God bless and Merry Christmas. Yeah, poor David. Thank you, Red Truck Ride Gaming. Debbie Braswell Mitchell says Merry Christmas. Nancy Cox Payne, Merry Christmas from Bowling Green. Stephanie Roke, my good friend Stephanie says Merry Christmas. Amanda Patty says, gotta love technical difficulties. My life has consisted of technical difficulties over the last 36 hours, maybe. We're going to try to restart it. I don't think it'll do any good. Well, we're back on radar. In fact, let me go ahead and put us back on radar just so we don't accidentally show things we shouldn't be. Well, we're not going to show anything we shouldn't show anyway. Daniel Reddick says Merry Christmas from Dawson Springs. Jen Estes says, if Mark will bring my thing back up, I just think it's your mouse. You need the mouse to just be pointing, not the one with two arrows. You know what? You're right. I don't like that at all.
Well, it normally does that when you have held a button down too long.
Well, let's see here. Merry Christmas from April Lilly. She says, really appreciate you guys keeping us in the weather loop. Tammy Gullick says, Merry Christmas. Stephanie Roke, anything going on? Velma Keaton Mallory, Merry Christmas from Madisonville. A lot of good people on here with us. I love you guys for wishing us a Merry Christmas. It does make me feel a little better. There we go. I think you got it now. No, that's on the new model run there.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can go back to the other one. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I think we're about to get it worked out. I don't know what's going on with it. Restore my chat box up there if I can.
Okay, I will second.
There we go. Yeah, I'm seeing everybody now.
Okay.
Pull the lever, Kronk. I swear, I love you guys. Those of you that are watching over on,
Fine for you now.
okay, they're watching over on the Facebook page from David Powell, Weather and Wisdom. I appreciate it. I hope I haven't lost any of you because what I've got to say is going to be important. We've got a lot of viewers coming in with us. Stephanie, quit laughing at me. Hey, Rick Dinkins says Merry Christmas. All of you have really been nice and kind, and sometimes the forest is dark, trees are sad, and all your butterflies have broken wings, and that's kind of the way I've been feeling. Most of my family has gone on to a happier place, and so I'm enjoying talking to you all. You really are my thunder and snow buddies on here, and I don't know how I'd make it without you. But anyway, so now we're going to go back and let's take a look at these models here. Okay, this is the one we were trying to get to load just a minute ago. I'm going to be careful not to put my fingers on anything I shouldn't, and we're going to play it. Now there's some storms, but it looks like they diminish some as they get to us. That would be on the, let me back up one here. Okay, right about there. This would be on the 27th. I can see that there's some storms down in Tennessee, and maybe that will stay there. I mean, we don't know. It's still, in my opinion, mighty close, and we got a lot of twisting and turning in the atmosphere. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about it, but not overly so. But it looks like for us, just mainly heavy rain, and this would be on noon, December 27th. And then get a little break in it. More rain coming in on the 28th. And still, the 540 line is way up here. And the 540 line is where the freezing temperatures are. That's the start of the freezing temperatures. So let's go on a little further. Again, another bout of potential severe weather. But it looks like it's east of us. So I wouldn't count all that out for us just yet. Let's see how it plays out. But it's unusual for a model to have it severe, then diminishes as it comes over us and gets severe again east of us, although I have seen that happen before. So this would be at 6 a.m. on the 29th, and here we go again. It's eased off here for us. We're back in. The 540 line is drawing closer. This is a low we're going to watch here as it comes in. I haven't seen this model, so I'm not sure what it's going to do, but I know where it's located is one that would be a little bit let's just say bear watching. So we're going to see this December 30th at 6 p.m. And the low is in Missouri, but the precip is all back to the northwest, which is not necessarily unusual. Now here we go. Now this is tracked a little further north still. So here it is, New Year's Eve. I think we may have some showers around our area in western Kentucky, but this shows most of it off to our north. And the 540 line here is in through central Missouri. Again, that's the cold air. And again, it goes on through for New Year's Eve. Looks like New Year's Day is going to be fairly calm and gradually turning colder. Now look at there. On the 2nd, that 540 line gets to our south. That means cold air is starting to take place. Now, look at the general pattern up here. This is all cold. It has been going for a while, and you're starting to see northwest flow dropping us a little further south. Here's a big storm up here. Another big storm just entering the northwest. This is one we need to watch pretty close, and we'll keep it going. This is January at 3rd, right here at midnight. And again, look at that storm out to the west. We're so far doing good. Now, this shows the 540 line being pushed back up to the north just a tad ahead of this storm. There's the rain. Again, this is on the 5th. But what I'm fixed to show you is a drastic change. I don't know if this model is going to show it or not. But look at the severe weather down to our south. Look at that cold air pressing in from the north. And look how tight these isobars are. That is some wind. There's going to be some general windy conditions up here around the Great Lakes and back here into Texas. And it'll be a little windy for us. It'll be breezy. And we keep going now. Look at what's going on in Texas. There's some ice forming, some snow on the backside of it, and it is moving our way. This is on the 7th. Okay, here we go. Now we're under snow at 6 a.m. on the 7th, and there's ice off to our southeast. Let's hope it stays there. I mean, I feel sorry for those people. Don't wish it on anybody, but we don't seem to be getting much there. But well, you see the model I'm going to show you here in a minute. It gets very cold. Look how far south that 540 line is. Looks like a snowstorm off towards the east. And another thing getting caught up here in this northwesterly flow. Now, you got to remember, we've talked about this many times before on here. The GFS especially does not handle disturbances in the northwest flow. Right, Mark?
That's right. They don't. That doesn't do well at all with storms coming down that direction. Usually they're too fast moving and too small a feature to really for them to pick out in the broader scale of things. But they can do a lot as they come screaming down from that direction.
They sure can, and we'll see. This is 6 a.m. on the 8th. This model doesn't show much, does it? So there we go. And look how cold, all the way down to the Gulf Coast. Mm-hmm. We're probably in, let's see, what would our temperatures be about that time?
Go up there and you click on our location.
Okay, right here.
Yeah. That's your surface temperature, but you look at that cold air on top of us.
Wow. 24 degrees.
Uh-huh.
And really cold going up. Doesn't appear to be a lot of twisting. This is a sounding from the GFS. If it's
a forecast sounding.
A forecast sounding, yes. How do I get back out of this thing? Let's see.
There should be an X over on the right side. There
I found a way. Okay, so here we are. We're going to go on. Here's the 8th. And look at how cold that is. That is some seriously cold air. Now, this is a visit from the polar vortex, in my opinion. This is definitely some cold air. Look at that. Look at the northwesterly flow. And look at these disturbances developing up here. And look how tight these isobars. Strong, strong winds. And here it is. This is at 6 a.m. on the 9th. The cold air doesn't really go anywhere much. And look at that. Look at that storm right there.
Yeah,
and look
more snow coming in.
And look at how, now this is what I'm talking about. This is the pattern. This showing that the cold doesn't relax much over us. It looks like it's going to be here to stay for a little while as it gets in here. And that is some real serious temperature changes going on. That is really something to be interesting. Now, I tell you what, let's do. I don't see my COD, but I can call it up, I think.
I hadn't brought it back up yet, but
Okay.
I figured you could get to it really
Yeah, I
easy.
can.
So.
This is our satellite image. This is a live satellite photograph. I think it's as of 3:30, so 4 minutes ago. So what do we see here? We can see some unsettled stuff back out here into the Pacific. And when we look at the wind fields, wow, look at that. That is the one
wound up there.
It is. That is a pretty good sized storm. And look, in the center of it, the winds are pretty well calm, but you get out away from it, and there we go, 35. And I imagine there's some 40-mile-an-hour winds in that. This is the same one. There's 41, 49. So this is a seriously round up storm that will be coming in. And then look here. Here's another one. And where's the polar? Well, that might be part of the polar vortex.
That's the Aleutian Low itself,
Aleutian Low right
there.
there. Yeah. So it waffles around back like that. Here's a disturbance here. This is a trough. Looks like another storm right here. So we're looking at several storms that we're going to have to deal with. And as these winds pick up, you can see that this appears to be a trough of some type. And the Aleutian Low, there it is, spinning one off. And this one right here is one that's been spun off from it, I guess. But that's a wound up storm. That one is probably going to do some serious business with us. Let's look at the temperatures, see what that's at. Okay, so right now our current temperature's up here. And man, is it cold up here in the north. All around the North Pole, the Arctic is well below zero. There's 49 degrees below zero in Siberia. Up here in Alaska, there's, let's see here, 31, 34 below right there. And then let's go over here around Hudson Bay. This is the one we're interested in because this is where that cold air is going to come from, and there's 34 below zero there. This is part of the Hudson Bay polar vortex. And there's 42 degrees below zero. All this whole area up here is absolutely frozen solid. Now, as you come south right now, you can see we got some mild temperatures here. This is current. But overall, this is all snowpack, and we'll see what happens. This is going to be very interesting. Now, let me see if I can get the... I'm going to leave you on this one and see if I can find... Well, it's not going to let me. Here we go. This is COD. It's going to show us... let me find the ECMWF model. And I want to look over here at the snow. Let's look at the winter map. Total snow accumulation expected. Okay, so this is current. Not a whole lot of snow. This traces across the United States. But watch what happens as I put this into motion. There's January 3rd. Look at that, January 8th. Wow. I'm going to see if I can pause that when it gets down there. All right, right there, it's showing 3.5 inches over our part of the country. Right there, that's over Hopkinsville, Katie's 3.9. So that's a pretty good little snowstorm. And this is just one model run. This is for January 7th. Remember, the other model didn't show anything around there. Let me see if I can get one more frame. No, I think I'm at the end of it here. Here we go. There's a little bit more. And so, yeah, we've got a pretty good little snowfall right there. It's 4 inches right here. And this is for January 7th. But I could have swore I saw one up into the 8th and 9th. But this is a harbinger of things to come. So, no, Chelsea, you haven't missed the Christmas greeting. We're going to save that last, and we're going to show Eli to everyone. Everybody get to meet him here in just a minute. So, but I want to show you guys this. This is something to get ready for because this has been showing up for a while, hasn't it, Mark?
It has been. We've been seeing signals for a big storm somewhere anywhere between the 5th and the 8th for a couple of runs now, a couple of days now.
Right. So anyway, I think it's going to be important that everybody get ready for it. I will keep you updated. We're going to watch it as we go along, Mark, as we get into, let's see, what day? This is Wednesday. So Sunday we're going to do another update, and we'll certainly take another look at it and see if there's any changes. I mean, this could all go away. I don't think it will, but it could.
Keep seeing signs and signals in all the models of something coming around that time frame.
Yeah. So when you have numerous models showing a similar incident, even though they may not all show at the same time, you got to pay attention because that means that more than likely there's something happening, something to it. Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
Tammy Carter says, "Are they rain or snowstorms?"
Who said that?
Tammy Carter.
Oh, hey, Tammy.
In the chat.
I'm looking back at this, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun today. Bonnie Sykes, she's so nice. Says everyone has those bad days. It's okay. You guys are such good friends. I love you to pieces. So anyway, I just wanted you to see how things are shaking out, and I think that it's going to be interesting to go through and see. Now, here we go.
Christy shared it's going to be wet in Owensboro, but nothing severe over the next few days.
Well, I seem to have lost our model. There we go. Now I got it back. Okay. So we're going to talk about this for a second. Then I'm going to show you the Christmas thing. I do need to tell you that if we do get severe weather, you sure do need to get you a storm shelter, get it ready or get it in place or get ready for this. So I think you need to look and visit our sponsor, Mid-South Storm Shelters. What would you do when severe storms with tornadoes threaten you and your family? If you have planned properly, you will have a storm shelter nearby that is strong, safe, and will save your family's life. Mid-South Storm Shelters provide just that. They blend well with the landscape and are proven lifesavers. When the weather gets severe, have no fear with a Mid-South Storm Shelter. Call today at 270-725-6020. And I also want to give a note to our friend Michael Vance at Michael Vance Contract and Roofing. If you got a roofing issue, now's the time to go see him before the weather gets bad and they can't get in there. So I tell you, it's gonna be something to see in the next month or so. And I've seen some of the weather scientists say roughest winter weather we've seen in 30 years. Now, whether or not that bears out, I don't know. I'm just trying to give you guys enough heads up, say, oh, you will take it serious enough to prepare, but not so serious that you get, go out and buy all the milk and bread in the stores and stuff like that. We're certainly a long ways from that. So we'll see what happens. The other thing, too, is I don't want you to forget our good friend, Katie Moyer over at Kentucky Hemp Works, and she does such a good job. Love her to pieces, and I hope she's having a good Christmas as well. But I tell you what, with this cold weather coming,
anytime my aches and pains act up, I always reach for Kentucky Hemp Works Hemp Root Salve. It's easy to use. Just rub it on the affected areas and you will soon notice big relief. You can use it as a moisturizing lip balm or ointment that heals and protects your lips during adverse weather conditions and helps with preventing chapped lips. This amazing Kentucky Hemp Works salve is available in our online store at dpww.shop. Order today.
Now, that online store is still online, but it is in the process of being changed. I'm not sure how we're going to migrate everything over to the new store, but we will give you an idea. Look at Gerald Madden. What am I going to do? He says, milk and bread alert. I'm heading out first thing tomorrow. Oh, my goodness. Everybody needs a good joker around. So, Mary Morvis, hey, Mary.
Bill's case is probably more likely donuts and beer.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see here. Mary's on with us. Says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Mary. Judy Walton Norton, our good friend. She's a very loyal viewer. We're proud of seeing her. She says Merry Christmas to us all. She's watching over on the Facebook page. Let's see. Jan Colwell says beautiful colors, but there's a crew that needs to get on my roof. You need to give Michael Vance a call there, Jan. He can definitely take care of you. Anyway, so we are going to talk about, why do I keep missing this stuff? I don't understand what's going on with this computer. It's all, okay, now we're back. It is the weirdest thing, but hopefully we're back to stay now. So we have spent a lot of time on this Christmas thing. I spent all day yesterday, all day Christmas Eve. My sole purpose in life has been to do this Christmas thing and edit, and it was just one problem after another. I never saw such hindrances because I'm a pretty good editor. I can edit something pretty fast, but this one right here has been something. But I hope you guys like this. At the end, we're going to close out when this ends with Santa waving and winking at you or something. Now, there is a spot in here where you stop by Jessica Madden up there, Gerald's house, and had some of their eggnog. I think they spiked it a little bit because he has a little sleigh accident in the middle of this thing. I'll show you that when it comes up. So let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Are you ready? Everybody ready? And let's see here. Right here. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Mega, and I want to wish you a Merry Christmas to all of you out there. Even though you're not a spotter, I still want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Michael, and I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from Where I Was Lisa on the Weather and Wisdom channel, and today I'm going to be reading 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. I hope you all enjoy. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just sat down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what's the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called up by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an object, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoop. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler, just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry! His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old soul, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and he filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sled, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." I hope y'all enjoyed me reading "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye.
I'm Jessica. Most of y'all know me as Mermaid Cakes 88.
And I'm Gerald. Everybody knows me as Blackheart 502.
And we'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year. Is it time?
To put up more lights?
No.
Get on the roof?
Help, guys. Please, help. Please.
name.
We're the Floyd family. I'm Eli's mom.
And I'm Eli's dad.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas!
Hello everyone, I'm Ned Mark with the David Powell Weather and Whiskey Channel, and me and my lovely wife Pamela here with me, we'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And remember, God gave us His Son. Jesus is the reason for the season.
My name is Hayden Overton, a weather spotter, and I am a very, very much a Christmas lover. I was wondering if I could say to all of you guys, have a very Merry Christmas, and remember, if you can forgive, remember that I am a friend of David Powell from the Wedding. I'm Hayden. Merry Christmas. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone having a blessed holiday season. My name is Gary Pettis. I am Spotter 25 with the Christian County Weather Spotters Association here in Hopkinville, Kentucky. I just want to read a short story for y'all. The birth of Jesus Christ. I'm reading from Luke 2, King James Version. And it reads as thus. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world shall be taxed. And this taxing was first made by Cineros, was the governor of Cineros. And all went to be taxed, every one into his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth, into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house, the lineage of David, to be taxed with Mary, his spouse's wife, being great with child. And so it was that while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, wrapped him in swaddling clothing, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same county shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone around about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings and great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. You shall find the baby wrapped in swaddling clothing, laying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel multitude of the heavenly hosts, praising God and saying, Glory God to in the highest, and on peace, goodwill toward men. Pray that everyone receive a blessing from this teaching this afternoon, Lord. Continue to be blessed. Continue, Lord, to love each other. Thank you.
And here's Santa dancing, and I'm going to sing. Merry Christmas, everyone, from the Weather and Wisdom Channel. This is David Powell, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time when we do another update. Hopefully you like this very well. So I'll see you later.